Chapter 21, problem 6. How many dibromobenzenes are possible? So benzene is a shortened name that implies that you have 6-carbon ring with 3 alternating double bonds. Now, there's 3 ways you could draw it. You're most likely going to draw it with one of those left 2 pictures as opposed to the far right picture. But what's nice about the far right picture is it illustrates that benzene has 6 carbons and 6 hydrogens. So its chemical formula is C6H6. Now the question is asking us about dibromobenzene. If we're going to add 2 bromines into the formula, what ends up happening to the hydrogens it's going to decrease by 2. So if you add bromines or halogens, you're going to lose hydrogens. So basically you're substituting out a hydrogen for a halogen. And if we look at the last structure, each carbon only has 1 hydrogen. So that means at the most, you can only put 1 bromine per carbon. So I'm going to use the circle. So we could put the bromines right next to each other. We could separate them by 1 carbon. Or we could put them on opposite carbons. So the real answer is 3. So if we were to name these, our first one would be 1,2-dibromo. And then the only difference between the remaining ones would be just the numbering. So we'd have 1,3 and 1,4. Now, what's interesting is they've also come up with a different term to imply these numerical values. So 1, 2, and this is only for benzene, FYI. Instead of 1, 2, they call that ortho. So this would be ortho dibromobenzene. 1, 3 is called meta. And 1, 4 is called para. So that's just more stuff to memorize, unfortunately. Now, again, this is only for benzene, which looks a lot like cyclohexane. And so people start wanting to use this once they learn it for cyclohexane. Try not to. It's only for benzene.